Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Soulful Sunday. I pray that you had a glorious and wonderful Sunday day as well as evening and getting ready to start your week. And if you're ending your week, I pray that you get the rest and relaxation that you need. On today, I want to ask you the question, are you part of the problem or part of the solution? And I ask that question because so many times we can focus on the problem and we can focus on the circumstances and situations that we are going through. We can focus on the trials and tribulations, but we don't ever talk about the solution to them. And as children of God, we have a guidepost. We have a owner's manual, so to say, that gives us the instructions and gives us the information that we need in order to solve whatever we are going through. If we are tempted, with gossiping, it tells us to bridle our tongue. If we are tempted with negative talk, it tells us to be careful of the idle words that we speak. See, we have a guidebook that tells us exactly what to do. And we have the perfect example of how to live in these circumstances and situations and how to problem solve. And that is Jesus. When he came and when she came to earth, in human form and allowed themselves to be used by God as the ultimate sacrifice to rebuild the relationship that was broken through the first man, which was Adam, and Eve, and it was broken in that relationship. We have the perfect example of how to be a solution giver, how to give a solution to certain circumstances. When Jesus was faced with the Pharisees and Sadducees, and they came and they wanted to try to trip him or her up, by asking certain questions, he used the word. He didn't use giving part of his mind or her part of mind, didn't give them, cussing at them and yelling and screaming and all these things. But he or she used the word of God given directly from Father, Mother God to them in each and every circumstance and situation to be able to be a solution giver and not just a problem, identifier. Because we can identify the problems all day long. But do we come to the table with a solution? Do we come to the table with a way that maybe we can start the ball rolling on how to fix it? And that's what we have to start being. We can't just be a problem seer and identifier and not be a problem solver. Not have, sometimes my kids want me to give them the answers at school, and I say, think through it, problem solve. Use some, we talk about common sense, and I hear people say, and I've said it myself, that sense is not common these days. But I tell my students, use your common sense, use your brain to think. Y'all play video games, y'all figure out how to get these cheats and all this stuff. Figure out how to solve just a simple little solution problem that can have a simple solution. And sometimes it doesn't take something grandiose and it doesn't take something big in order to solve the problem. Sometimes it takes something very simple and something very easy in order to solve the problem. And if you want to start having a life that is drama-free, a life that doesn't have issues and problems, and not saying that they're not gonna come up, they're not gonna arise. In the Bible it says the weapons will form, but they will not prosper. They will not succeed. It doesn't say they're not gonna come. So the problems are gonna come. But what are you going to do when the problem comes? Are you going to sit and wallow in pity? Or are you going to try to figure out and go to the problem solver, the God of creation, and ask him or her to help you walk through this process on how to solve this problem that you are facing? We can wallow or we can fix. And in order to fix, we have to go to the problem fixer, because we don't know the answers to everything. So on this hashtag Soulful Sunday, hashtag hold on, I'm going to put Jesus on that. Remember, don't just be a problem seer and identifier. Be a problem solver as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on tomorrow.